right, hello everyone. My name is Gio Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast. We're coming to you live from round 2 of the Team Covenant Tulsa, Oklahoma hyperspace trial. Super excited to be bringing you this action here. This is in fact actually round 2B. We had the A day, rounds 1, 2, and 3 happened yesterday. We're having rounds 2A, B, and C. Or, sorry, I said that wrong. 1A, 2A. Oh my God, words are hard. We're basically 1, 2, and 3B are happening today, followed by a combined 4, 5, 6 for everybody who goes 2 and 1 or better, followed by a top 8 cut. Alrighty, Ian Shaffer running a tie swarm with Howlrunner, Iden, Delmico, Gideon, Wampa, and the Academy pilot. Howlrunner has swarm tactics, and so does Delmico. Bryce G on the right here, flying some Imperial Aces with some Jousters here. We got Sunterfell, Major Vermeil with Death Troopers, and Captain Jonas and the Gamma Squadron Ace with Barrage Rockets. I find it interesting the use of the choice of Captain Jonas. Might be just trying to get a deeper bid, or just fit in those I guess Jonas gives you the rerolls on the Barrage Rockets without having to spend the charges. So that might just be the idea here. Welcome, Roided Goose. Says new to the community. Happy to be here. Big fan. Well, welcome. Hopefully we see you a lot on Twitch. We're getting that barrel roll from Green. Lining them up. Let's talk about Death Troopers. Death Troopers on Vermeil is an interesting tool. We'll see how Bryce... You choose any of the 3 options available. Question about barrel roll rules there. Sorry about that. It's coming back here. Just answering the player question there. So Death Troopers, interesting tool here. It makes it so that you cannot lose stress tokens during the activation phase. So that means doing blue maneuvers does not, take away your stress. That can be really harsh if you get Vermeil in a spot where all those TIE fighters want a K-turn. Now Vermeil choosing to joust this swarm. And I'm saying choose because he chose to aileron towards them. So Vermeil going to be taking some heat pretty early here. Might just be from the front firing line. Maybe just the top 2. All right, let's go ahead and get that Twitch poll up here before we get too far in. Ian or Bryce? There it is. 1 for Ian, 2 for Bryce. Choose your champion. Who do you think is going to win this game? Who do you want to win this game? Choose now. All right, we're going to do some swarm tactics. Jamming here. Howlrunner making the Academy pilot. Number pink right there in the corner. An initiative 5. We'll have the Howlrunner reroll and a focus available. 2 dice. Howlrunner reroll going to hold on to the focus so Vermeil doesn't get his ability. Spends focus and takes 1 shield right off the bat on Vermeil. Alrighty. So it looks like Bryce is the first player. His 4 going first. Looking at his options here. Checking to see if he has Wampa in range, I think. reaching for Wampa. Wampa's ability says that if nobody shoots him, he gets an additional die, so that makes him a 3 attack dice TIE fighter. And I think mostly it might just be, to check the range here. Seems to be just out. So Bryce getting an idea of what number of shots he has coming in here. Going range 3 into Del Mico, I think. 2 hits. Hit crit. No modifiers past that. And has to choose to spend the focus. Spends focus on Del. No damage. All right. Ian's 4s are up. Gideon going first on the outside. Spends focus for 2. There's no reason for him not to spend the focus. Oh, sorry, that was Del, I guess. No damage. Thought I heard him say Gideon. All right, range 3 from Gideon. Actually, Gideon this time, 2 hits. Takes 2, shield and a card. And the back row is just out. I would say, for the aggressive move on Bryce's part, having that back row out was pretty lucky. Maybe calculated. Maybe Bryce has done the work and knows that he'd only get shot by a couple of these TIE fighters. That could have been a lot worse. Now, Soontir is pretty far on the outside. I want to see, is he just going to be super cagey with Soontir? Is the plan to go around the outside, or are we trying to cut it in here? The TIE Swarm has a pretty good chance of threatening and coming in here into that alley, even with that rock in the way. They still would have plenty of space to. They got barrel rolls available, be able to go to either side if one of the columns needed to do that. Bombers most likely trying to get in here and get those barrage rockets alive. You want to see if you can start clipping off these TIE fighters. All right. Waiting for the swarm to make a decision on what it's going to do. Vermeil is first player, so Vermeil's going to move first, so that means Wampa will move and the Academy will move, and that'll probably give Bryce a pretty good idea of where he needs to put. Vermeil could possibly break up this formation. Vermeil is fast. He can get in some really funky places. Maybe he gets super aggressive and does like a little flippy dip there. Oh, that actually looks really good now. Oh, but the one bank ailerons wouldn't fit. Well, I mean, ailerons can bump. Oh, man. Let's see what he does here. Dropping the focus. Focus. And we are going into the fray. 3 hard from yellow. Looks like he'd be just short of the cloud, so he should still get his focus action. Yep. All good in the hood. Focus. Now we're at 4s. Comes the bomber. 2 bank. That's close. It's very close. Makes it. Drops a focus. One bank might bump, but not a big deal. He still has his actual maneuver. This is just advanced ailerons. He's gonna go ahead and bust out the train track so we can get the correct angle. Vermeil's pilot skill here and the fact that Bryce is first player really helping out. I want to see what maneuver he does here. Does he bust the turnaround? Two straight. He's just just getting in the way, guys. Like, listen, you wanted to come here? No. This is my space now. Isolating the 2 Initiative 1 ships away from the rest of the swarm. Mama Ha Runner staying too far away. All right, they're gonna go ahead and get all that set. It's gonna be some slight angle. All right, I think there's going to be a nice bump train here. Bryce getting exactly what he wanted. I mean, I think that was the gambit, right? He took the risk of taking Vermeil at the swarm and is just breaking him up. Now, the question is, can he take advantage of it once he gets this set? And how can Ian recover? You know, some TIE Swarm players, they're fine until everything goes bad. Everything's about to go bad. Can he handle it? Can he bring the formation back together? Obviously, it won't be at the correct angles, but can he stay close enough to maybe use some of those abilities, be able to hunt down ships still? We'll find out. Vermeil's ability, for those of you who don't know, is if while performing an attack, if the enemy ship doesn't have green tokens, you can change a blank to a hit. So free mods when your opponent has none. Now, I didn't catch the action that Vermeil did. Now, here is one interesting thought, though. I know that they're taking all this time to get it accurate, and that's fine. But it is to Ian's benefit taking more time. Blink or focus to hit. Thank you so much. You can't change a hit to a hit or a crit to a hit. All right, all those bumps are done. Soontir going up, going around the mountain here, just being patient. Ralph asking, newbie question, can you boost after a bump? No, you cannot. Though what you saw from Vermeil there at the top was his ship ability, which was not a boost. It was a advanced ailerons, followed by his maneuver. All right, we get some swarm tactics action. I think Dell's making Wampa an initiative 4. Ha Runner going range 1. Hit crit. Hit crit going into Vermeil. What's a crit? The crit is fuel leak. Hit crit coming in Takes 2 more, down to 1. Disabled power regulator, he's gone with fuel leak. He's out. And that was swarm tactics, using swarm tactics there to great effect. Hound Runner raising somebody else up in the swarm, getting those shots. So that must have been Iden and Hound Runner. Double team in there. So we'll see if it was worth the risk. A barrage rockets on Wampa. Jonas uses his ability and focus for 3 hits. No range bonus on this, and it's going to be taking 2 straight away. All right, Ian's 4s are up. Nothing there from Gideon. So we just have the 1s. All right, this is Wampa, I believe, who was using swarm tactics. Hit crit coming in from Wampa. Takes 2 crits on Jonas straight away. Panic Pilot and Council Fire. No. Stunned Pilot and Council Fire. Three hits. Takes 1 on the response. And Wampa's off the board. And range 3 from the Academy Pilot. Has a focus, just spend it for 1. See if you get anything, and nothing. So overall, Ian wins that exchange 55-30. And he's 1 point away from getting half on Jonas. So was it worth it to get the block with Vermeil? I mean, in hindsight, if he had been a little bit farther back in the opening exchange, not took the damage he did early, he might still be alive. Firestorm Squadron Firecast asks, how do you go about choosing a person to be on stream? So it really is dependent from event to event. At a smaller event like this, Hyperspace Trial, I request for the tournament organizers to let me have all the lists, and they do. That's like part of like, hey, listen, I'll do this thing. Just help me out. Help me help you. I got all the lists. And before pairings go up, I'll kind of look at what's there, and I have an idea. I have like little stars on the lists, and I see what looks cool, and try to pick the best matchups. Now, if we're in a hurry, honestly, it might just be the first matchup that looks kind of cool. I'll just say, hey, you two, go up on stream now, please. Thank you. And some places, because of space limitations, if I'm not able to have a feature table, it might just be an assigned number. Now, for anybody who maybe is new to our Gold Squadron community here at streaming, we try to keep things as PG-friendly as possible. Try to keep swearing down, or no, do. It is part of the stream rules that you agree to when you started chatting. You press the button. Thank you very much. And one straight, just keeping those bombers coming. Dropping the focus there. Let's see what Ian does. All right, that swarm's coming in. And with the Academy sitting at the back, I think Bryce is going to lose another bomber here. So those arcs just need to be turned enough. They do have the Howl Runner available. Chilling guy, thank you for your cheers, man. I see your guys' questions. I'm going to go ahead and answer your guys' questions once we get out of this turn. All right, you got two straight here from Howl Runner, just staying close. The Swarm really showing its strength here. You know, even though it doesn't have modifiers for defense, the Swarm, you have the ultimate modifier in Iden, just being close enough to save one of the TIE fighters. Right now, they want to just keep those arcs focused and try to take a ship out here. And I think, you know, in hindsight, one thing that might hurt Bryce in the long game is how far Soontir is out, because he's still not going to have a shot. Keefton, thank you for the bits, man. 60 bits. All right. Boost. And we'll get a barrel roll here to either side of the rock. Should be going to the left, I would imagine. And there it is. Soontir's going to have to wait one more turn before being in this fight. All right. Some swarm tactics, shenanigans here. Got 3 5s in there. Got Dell and Iden being pumped up to 5 using the swarm tactics chain. Gideon's going first at 5. 3 dice using Gideon's ability going into Jonas. Has that Howl Runner reroll. Hit, crit. Takes hit, crit. And that last crit there's Hull Breach. Basically a blank crit at this point. I mean, I guess actually not really. He has 2 hull left. Any damage here is going to be crits. Howl Runner reroll. He's got 1. Looking for some evades. Got it. Howl Runner doing the same one. Reroll for herself. Nothing there. Looks like Bryce is measuring to going to Howl Runner. Jonas using his ability. Spend the focus for 2. Dell allows friendly ships to re-roll dice when being attacked by a damaged ship. Takes 1 damage on the Howl Runner. And here is the Gamma Squadron Ace. Barrage Rockets. Oh, no, sorry. This is Iden. That was a console fire roll in there. And no damage coming in from Iden. Now it's the Gamma Squadron Ace. Captain Jonas. I think he just go ahead and spend this ability right now. Yep, yeah, you spend that focus. Not ability, excuse me. It's 2 hits. Iden gets popped. No more Iden ability. Iden basically just absorbs that shot. And range 1 from the Academy, and we're back to dials. Take a look at here. Go into our crit library. So Jonas, he's not at risk for taking any obstacles, but does have stun pilot. If he runs over an obstacle, he takes a damage. Console fire is still live on Jonas as well, which is before you engage. Roll a die on a hit, take a hit. Soontier should finally be in the fight here. And again, we're going to have 9 rounds of action today. Hopefully to see all you guys. And I wanted to answer some of these questions. Some people ask, how often do people decline to play on stream? So it's really dependent on the event. So for a small event like this, I talked to the venue, said, listen, if I'm going to do this, like there's going to be a limited number of players. Basically, if somebody gets chosen on a stream, they have to play. Because otherwise, it's not really worth me coming out. If people are going to be saying no all the time, it's kind of hard. Bigger events, like premier events, like at the like system opens and things, there's in the early rounds I'll jump around and things, but what has happened is like so many people use our games as research, as entertainment, that most people just agree to play. And honestly, what I like to tell people is when you're playing on stream, is you're just here to play a game. And I always tell the players before they start, like, listen, don't try to put on a show. Don't make different decisions because you're playing on a camera. Just make the decisions. The entertainment part comes in the game of it in itself. And, of course, I bring a little pizzazz for you guys. So if you ever play on my stream, just play the game, man. Don't worry about people watching. People are watching. It's no different than people just, watching at the table. It's actually easier. You don't get all the people actually standing around. People asking any Star Vipers out there. We got one Guri out there today. MG Rockwell asks, "Are you excited to have some non-tournament weekends coming up?" It's a little break is always good to recharge. I'm feeling a little bit tired. So yes is the answer. See if there are any other questions here. Zero Muss asking, what's your the big topic right now is, of course, jazz hands. I missed pizzazz. Yes, I did do jazz hands. Any Pure Fangs list? Not in this flight. So in Flight 1A, there was one, I believe. No TIE aggressors out there. Remember, this is a hyperspace event, so only hyperspace legal ships are out there. Alrighty. Oh my God, my phone is blowing up. Hello, all the people who are texting me. I love you guys. Rumble Rocket B3 says, "Can I text you, Dion?" It's probably not the best idea to give my phone number out on a stream. I mean, wow. Listen, if easiest way to get my phone number is for me to stay at your house at one of these events. You auto get my phone number because I need to communicate with you. All right. Oh, okay. I can finally announce. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Castle Prime asked, "How many hyperspace events are you going to this year?" I mean, I've been to a bunch. I, I'm not counting. Actually, I guess I could say I am counting because I do have it documented. If you want to take a look at my schedule, if you type !events, you can see the weekends I have potentially open. If you guys have local hyperspaces you'd like me to make it out to, you can go ahead and type that. You also see, all the events we have coming up. Look at August. August looks ridiculous. Yeah, those bombers just jousting the swarm. I think I would have liked to see some type of blocking here to maybe try to give some tier some time to pick away at these TIE fighters. We have a fair number of separatist lists in the total event. Hard one here from Gideon. Focus. And everybody else kind of stays still. Alrighty. Bryce asking to do his own maneuver. I get it. You want to use that little shimmy with the, we got that wiggle room. You want to make sure it gets used. Bryce asking about damage update. How Runner has 2 left. I mean, you're gonna get shot by one TIE fighter with a reroll. I mean, you have to take risk at this point. I think for Bryce, he's got 36 minutes left. He's got the template in his hand. Obviously, he's going to have to barrel roll first. There's the barrel roll. That gets him range 3. Probably still obstructed from Gideon giving the shot item. And attempting to boost in. So looking to face down with Gideon. He does also have one of his bombers. He's got Jonas right there. Drops the focus at the beginning of the engagement. All right, that whole block up there of TIE fighters is going to be swarm tactics up to 5. Soontier goes first, looking at his options here for a target. It looks like they've checked arc, and it's saying that Soontir is clipping that edge of Hall Runner. So I have 3 dice coming in. I think you spend it. I think you... He's going to go ahead and see if he can take out Hall Runner here. That would be huge. She takes 2 and is gone. Hall Runner off the table. That is some progress there for Bryce, scoring up to 73 points. 80 to 73. No more offensive rerolls. Bryce able to get through Iden and able to get rid of Hall Runner. Range 2 back at Soontir. Safe. Excuse me, this was the TIE Fighters at the top. R5s. 1 hit. Coming in from Iden. Takes 1 more damage on Captain Jonas.
Yes. He still shoots. If you die on console fire, you still get to fire.
Does Jonas live? Falls out the box. All right, no console fire damage. 2 hits coming in. Spends a focus, no damage there. On to Gideon. So this focus should be gone. Just put a little mark there for ourselves. 2 coming in on Dell, I believe. Takes 1. Academy, 1 hit, trying to get that kill shot, and gets it through. Jonas gone. There you go. They realize they forgot to shoot there. Here is range 2 from Gideon into Soontir and is fine. Just double checking their stuff here, and we're good. So I'm sitting here with all the lists for day 1B. Putting them in alphabetical order, marking the ones that look interesting. Actually, somebody brought a torrent swarm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 torrents. Would you guys like to see that on stream? See how that does? I find that curious. People in the chat arguing about what is the best X-Wing. People yelling, Porkins. No, Porkins. People saying, yes, we want to see the torrents. As long as they're X and 1 or better, we can definitely do that for you guys. And, of course, priority today is try to get as many different people on stream as possible. Get that variety out there. Eight torrent guy posted it on Reddit, I think. I mean, maybe. It's just he's coming. Trying to do the good work. So if you got some silence from me, I'm sorting list right now. Putting things in alphabetical order. That's a cool list too. Look at all these cool lists. There's definitely some Rebel beef here. Not as much as I would think, honestly. I thought there would be much more. We're actually going to have quite a few options. We'll see how the cut looks, of course, when we get there. David Holt. All right. We have 9 total rounds today, guys. So kind of saving some energy right now. So forgive the quieter demeanor in which I am using. Trying to save it. Oh, this is an interesting Rebel list. We got Ben Roberts bringing 2 U-Wings, an A-Wing, and an X-Wing. It's got Benthic, Saw, a Phoenix Squadron, and Wedge. Might be able to see that later on today. Brought the tubes, baby. Got a couple of Poe and 3 A-Wings. Here's the Rebel Beef. Of course, there's always there. I did, a question I just remembered seeing. Somebody asked earlier, about where to put in tournament results. If you can, List Fortress is always a great place to put them. A lot of people in the community use that data to make decisions. It's always good just to look at it and try to develop ideas. All right, time to party here. All right, probably just is it a 2 forward or a 2 bank? 2 bank coming from pink. Probably maybe he's blocking the 2 bank from Soontier going to the right. And going for the barrel roll. Trying to keep the pressure on Soontier. Most likely those TIE fighters at the top will be able to cover the escape here, if that's the plan. Bombers turning away, waiting to fight another day. Taking the focus. I think this is a 3K coming from Gideon. Yeah, just keeping the pressure on. I like the move. I like it. All right, double K turns. Putting the pressure on Soontier here. I like the play by Ian. Ian has been very consistent, keeping the pressure on. And here was the risk, Bryce taking the time to come around here. Took a little bit too long to engage. And, you have a flanker now who is having to manage all these arcs. Now, he has the maneuverability to get out, right? He has the barrel roll available. He has the boost. But with enough ships available, Ian will be able to find him. He's got plenty of time, 27 minutes. Ian's just got to hold on. Hold on to those TIE fighters. They're all pretty healthy. Dell has 1 damage. There's the roll. And he's thinking about the boost. I'm not sure if it fits, but you can try it. Being boost forward might be the... Is that fit? Fails the action. A boost forward, I think, would have gotten him into range for a shot and a little bit farther from Gideon. All right. Here is Soontier, range 1 into Iden. All right, range 2 into Dell. Whiffs. Only shot back from Ian is that Gideon looks to be range 2. Crew crits. Soontier, sad. No mods available. Loose stabilizer, and is it panic pilot? Ooh. Soontier is sad. You got a lot of blue maneuvers, but not enough to take away 3 stress at once. Absolutely brutal there. I mean, Bryce right now has a huge uphill battle. I think if he wants to give himself a chance, he needs to do a massive disengage, hope for a little bit of luck, maybe use this gas cloud. I mean, because hard to right now put you in a spot where Gideon can just chase you, but I guess Gideon has to move first, but has the hard turn available. You might want to 4 straight here. 4 straight. Then you have 4 straight, 2 bank, 2 bank. Or maybe even 4 straight, 2 bank. Get you up to 45. 2 bank will straighten you out. Ooh. He's got time. He's got 24 minutes. You got to get super cagey with Soontier. All right. Loose stabilizer. Let me go ahead, put that out there. So loose stabilizer. Oh, yeah, you have to do a straight maneuver. 4 straight. If Soontier does anything but a straight maneuver, Soontier is dead. You know, during the break here, we're going to be talking about the Gold Squadron Classic. That's we're announcing here. We got the an event that we put on last year for the first time, and we're partnering with a couple of people to make it even better. Going to be putting on a 2-day event for X-Wing. A couple of details still need to be worked out as for the exact format. But we have the dates. We know it's going to be 2 days of X-Wing. Super excited. You guys come down to Chicago. Let's have a good time. Hang out with the Gold Squad. Hard one there from the Academy pilot. Number Pink, keeping the pressure on, upholding the tradition. I'm waiting for the day for somebody to play on stream, and I start putting a pink sticker on their opponent's ship, and they say no. A 3 bank, just keeping the pressure on where Soontier has to go. Soontier has to go straight. Can I play Destiny and X-Wing at the Gold Squad Open? Yes, you can. Might be side event Destiny, but it's Destiny. People saying don't even waste shots on Soontier. I mean, he does have 3 stress and can't do an action to flip loose stabilizer. So it would be like 2 straight. There, 2 straight. A little farther. There, 2 straight. There. I mean, he's not gonna go off the table if you don't take any shots at him. He'll end up without stress at the end. Three straight from Soontier. Loses the 1 stress. Combat pew pew. Gideon, range 2 into Soontier. 2 on 3. And he gets an additional dice. He's going to make it 3 dice. Nothing. Whiffs. The bomber should have a shot there at the top. He's going to have range 3. Whiffs. Soontier lives lives another turn. Again, remember, as soon as he as he does a not straight maneuver, he will die. In order to stay on the table, he has to do a 2 straight. The problem, right? Because of loose stabilizer, right? You gotta remember, you got that loose stabilizer. If he goes 2 straight, he's here. That's the problem. He went 3. I think he cut himself off. 2 straight here. He'll have no stress. Then he'll be able to flip the loose stabilizer. The problem, he's gonna run out of room. He needed to do a 2 straight there, though. Of course, he would have been sitting somewhere in this area here. Maybe I think he would have been not. He might have been range 1 from Gideon. Oof, it's a tough spot for Suntier. Suntier's gone. Oh, Turhat's actually, interesting point here. Can he get the bomber in there to self-bump? I mean, yeah, that would definitely slow him down. The problem then is that the bomber's not taking shots then. And Bryce needs to be taking shots. Gamma and a dream, guys. 1 straight. Drops the focus. Yeah, I think the Gamma, I understand the 1 forward, but I think 2 bank, the 1 forward puts him at risk for not getting shots depending on what Ian did. But I guess if Ian continues to pressure How Runner, whoopsie. Should be all right. Never give up on Gamma Ray. That's right. How many charges are left on the barrage rockets? It's kind of hard to tell because he has them stacked. But I would say that it looks like 2 to 3. It looks like 2 to 3. If we take a peek at the cards over there. Getting Suntier out the way. 5 straight from Gideon. It's going to put him in front of Suntier, giving him a range 1 shot if it fits. That looks super close. And they're declaring that it cleared. Two straight from Suntier because that's literally his only choice. Looking for natties, down to 1 stress. Range 1 from Gideon. He's damaged. He gets an extra die. Range 1 gets an extra die. 4 dice coming in. Suntier dies. Suntier's gone. And a cascade of crits there, finishing the day. Got a couple of double damages in there too. There's a hole breach in there, flipping stuff face up. Oh, all kinds of ugliness there. People giving the Fs in the chat for Suntier. Focus for 2 hits. Heyo. Doing the work. Telling you, that bomber got 2 hits there on Iden. Might be able to trade some shots from the Academy. We know the Academy is the MVP because of number pink. Whiffs there. No rerolls, no focus. And we're back. Only 15 minutes left. Here's the thing about TIE fighters, right? They pop. The problem is with bombers is that they also pop. They got 2 agility. Very easy to hit. You got the barrage rockets up. Iden's at 1. I mean, it can happen, man. Like, without having any damage on that bomber right now, he actually has a chance. It's completely dependent on how Ian plays. Ian needs to make sure to get all those arcs on target, and Bryce needs to try to put himself in spots where he's only taking maybe 1 and 2 shots and trying to clear a TIE fighter a turn. Sounds crazy, but it can happen. It can happen. I've seen it done. TIE fighter a day keeps the rebellion away. Here we go. 2 bank coming from the Academy pilot, going towards the bomber. Setting up a little mini joust. Lou the Lunatic, so you're telling me there is always a chance. 1430. Drops the focus. Jeff Wilder trolling me a little bit. Hey, it's my job, man. This is what I do. Oh, and here's the hook. Make sure you stick around for our giveaways because we do have some of those coming up. Here we hit the 80 mark, so we'll be giving away the Minoc upgrade binder at the end of this round. Big bank here. I like the move, honestly. I like the move by Bryce. He's taken away a shot from the Academy. And he's hunting down Aiden. Aiden should take an evade here, I think. You have 3 dice. You take the evade against 2 agility. Yes, that's correct choice. Excellent. All right, Gideon has a chance, though. He's undamaged, only 2 dice. Has 1. Bomber, safe. Bryce needs to pick up his pace a little bit. Give himself some time. Range 2 primary. 2 dice. Crit. That's how you do it, man. And out the box, looking for an evade. Safe. Spends the evade. No damage. Ian held his breath there. Rules at the streaming table is that only in the box is even. You saw Ian kind of tense up there when the blank fell on the table. Yeah, only the box is legal, so it's all good. Flyers for 21 says, hey, quick question. I just became a new patron. Well, thank you so much. That's number 1. Thank you. And a follower on Twitch. Do I need to do anything to link the 2 accounts? So there actually isn't any integration with Patreon to Twitch, but there is in our Discord. So if you want to be a part of some of those patron-only rooms, you can connect there. You actually go on Patreon and do that under your settings. All right, the bomber just pursuing, clears that, gets the focus. Aiden, brave, 4K. You chase me down, I fight you back. Aiden will get to fire before the bomber and give him the choice of whether or not he needs to spend those focus on defense. Hard one from Delmico. Barrel rolling most likely doesn't give him a shot, but he should probably do it anyway. He's stressed. He can't. All right. 3 straight. That clears it. You drop the focus. Pew pew times. Raising the Academy up. If it's range 1, I wasn't sure if he had it. Range 3 from Iden into the Bomber. This is going to be 2 on 3. 1 hit. Bomber got it. Academy Pilot did have the range in order to get Swarm Tactics up by Delmico. 2 hits. It's going to be taking 1. First blood there on to the Gamma Squadron. All right, here is Gideon. Hit, crit, crit. Natties still hasn't had to take the structural damage. Reduced agility by 1. All right. And Iden eats it. $159, 113, 9 minutes left. 1 TIE fighter at a time. Bryce has got to try to not lose another hit point on that bomber. He wants to keep that half. Take out another one of these TIE fighters. He's taken out the 2 most expensive ones. Dell's the next one on the list. 33 points. 33 gets them to 146. Yeah, you gotta take out 2 TIE fighters here. 2 TIE fighters, or 1.5. Would 1.5 do it? No, you gotta take out 2 totally. Little bomber that could, guys. Maybe. Do you believe in miracles? Flyers for 21. Just to answer your question, as for the Patreon exclusive giveaways, I do those giveaways like through the Patreon website. So you don't got to do anything, man. Sit on your couch, and I do all the work. Base Core asking, have you ever been to the state of Montana? Not yet. I am that Dave. Have we given away the Patreon exclusive templates? Not yet. We're going to be doing that at the end of the day. The bomber running away, saying, not yet. Not yet. Maui Mike Beard. I like the Grandma Squadron pilot. That's funny. Alt Art win. All right, too hard. Just keeping the pressure on from the TIE fighters. And I think Ian's playing this right. He's not. Some players might, decide to run away here. He is being the aggressor and taking advantage of the turns where Bryce is trying to get turned around here and get a better approach. No curled paw discounts this week. Usually only for premier events. 2 hits, whiffs there with the first TIE fighter. Academy, 1 crit. Got it. Here's Gideon. Gonna call a judge. Asked to see if the shot is obstructed or not. Every dice matters for Bryce here. I get the call. People in the chat talking about Montana over here. Hit crit. Gets an evade. It's going to be taking a crit. He's got a fuel leak. 1 crit away from taking an additional damage, and that's half points. Sorry, they called it not obstructed. I'm a wanted man in 12 systems. Oh, chat, you guys are funny. Talking about one of our viewers here who got pulled over twice in Montana. People asking me about a Montana event. Let me, if I pull up my my events here. Let me see. Like, I gotta write all this stuff down. It's so hard to remember everywhere I'm going. I write it all down. And I make the doc public so that people can see. Maybe I can make it to your event. Yeah, can't make September 7th because that is actually our home. The Gold Squadron's Hyperspace Trial, Season 2, happening September 7th. Maybe you guys can make it out. Not to be confused with the Gold Squadron Classic, which is happening November 9th. 5K from the Bomber. He says, I will go down fighting. Insert Independence Day speech here. Two bank from Dell. Just misses the rock. Clears the stress. Debating on an action. He's in a weird spot. He's debating probably the barrel roll. I'll say barrel roll as far back as possible. That should give you enough template room to do something. Somebody in the chat caught the fact that there are two events listed on August 31st. Nova Open and the Australian System Open. Interesting. Seems to be just out of range from Dell, but Gideon does have a shot. He's going to get 3 because of his ability. Oh, maybe he doesn't have arc. All right, seems to have it. 2 hits. Takes another one. Primary to Gideon, misses. Down to 2 hull on the Gamma. We're dwindling down. So the reason why on our schedule we have 2 events happening on the 31st, I'm going to be traveling to the Australian System Open. Okay, so if you guys look at my map here, the European Championships. Actually, I need to edit this a little bit more because having the European Team Championships are happening before that. Then the European Championships. I'm flying to Poland for this. Followed by getting on another airplane, continuing my trip around the world, going to Australia, and William Hagwood, one of my co-hosts, is going to be covering the Nova Open while I'm in Australia. And if I have my time stuff correct, which I might, I have to quadruple check it. There's going to be like 24 hours of X-Wing, or excuse me, more than that. It'll be 48. It'll be a ridiculous amount of X-Wing in a row available for you guys to do, to watch. Should be absolutely awesome. There's the focus on Dell. This is probably the last turn. 30 seconds left. Lots of X-Wing coming, guys. My August is absolutely full. All right, Swarm Tactics from the Academy. Add Initiative 4 because of Swarm Tactics. 3 hits. He's going to go ahead and call it. Extends the handshake, and that is the game. Congratulations to Ian for winning that game, 200 to 113. All right, let's go ahead and do some giveaways. It's time. Let's go ahead and turn that off. We got some cards here. We had to cut the last one short because they started the round really fast. So we're going to kind of get this done really, really quickly. Grab this pile of cards. Here we go. If you've never participated in our giveaways before, it's very easy. All you got to do is literally just type something in the chat. If you win, type !win in the chat. A link will pop up. Fill it out. If it doesn't open up on your mobile device, you might have to wait until you get home. You can actually access our Twitch, type it in, and it will be active at all times. You can go ahead and click it, fill out the form. Make sure to fill it out completely, otherwise you won't get your stuff. And I want to get you your stuff. All right, here we go. We got a few cards here. We have a, we have an FFG official munitions failsafe. Let's see who's going to get that munitions failsafe. 3, 2, 1. The winner is Empire Edition. I do want to note that anybody can win this, not just subscribers, though. Subscribers do get a little bit more luck. That's just how it rolls. All right, next one, we have the Scourge Scutu TIE Fighter. Who's going to get Scourge? 3, 2, 1, roll it. Catherine Nixiera, congratulations. Next FFG official card, we have a Death Rain. Still with the full art on the back. Who's getting that Death Rain? Who's getting that Death Rain? Dr. Moneypants. Congratulations, Doctor. I have a feeling that the lunch break isn't after this round, but after the next. Oh, hello, pile of cards. Is this the one I gave away or the ones I haven't given away? Panic. Panic, 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 panic. Oh, I know I haven't given these away. Let's go ahead and just grab those just in case. All right. So we have a Tech Channel Null that we're going to give away. Okay, Tech Channel Null. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Nano Antonio, congratulations. Let's go ahead and also do a Tech Channel Moralo Evol. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, roll it. The winner is Legal Blockade. That's awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and do these Minoc upgrades. Here we go. Minoc upgrade binder. Who's going to get it? We hit that goal. When we get to the 100, we're going to give away that ship. And we'll start teasing some of those Patreon exclusive giveaways. Here we go. Who's getting the Minoc binder? Do you want the Minoc binder? Do you want the Minoc binder? And, you know, thank you to Minoc Squadron, who might not actually be named Minoc Squadron anymore. What? Did I spill the tea? Is that what this... it's not drama, is it? I mean, it's kind of. Maybe. We'll talk about that later. If you didn't know, now you know. Here we go. Minoc upgrade binder. 3, 2, 1, go. The winner is Fast Walk 0. Congratulations. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and hold off here. We'll be back in about, we're going to call it 10 minutes, maybe a little bit more than that. We'll call it 1:05 for the next round. Oh, before I forget, let's go ahead. Let's get that check mark. Ooh, oh. That got moved around. Where's my... Here we go. Let's boom, check mark. Oh, that whole thing got shifted. That's better. Alrighty. So we'll be back here in a few minutes. Oh, panic! What happened to the mine? They're not breaking up or anything like that. It's they have some plans, guys. You'll see. You'll see.